this time we have more than 200 participants from various parts of India. I wish you a pleasant and fruitful time in these 2 days. Let's start our program by seeking the blessings of God Almighty. I invite Dr. Tara Gangadharan, Assistant Professor, Department of English, for their prayer song.
കരുണയാകുന്ന കാന്തിയാനിന്നി പുൽകുമാറാകണേ കനവിലും എന്റെ നിലവിലും നിന്റെ സ്നേഹമേ വേണമേ കടലിട നിന്റെ വഴിയിലായി നന്മയെന്നുള്ളിൽ ഒളിവുമങ്ങാതെ തെളിയുമാറാകണേ നന്മയെന്നുള്ളിൽ ഒളിവുമങ്ങാതെ തെളിയുമാറാകണേ നല്ലതായുള്ളതെന്തിനോടുമേ മനസ്സു ചേർന്നിടണേ നല്ലതായുള്ളതെന്തിനോടുമേ മനസ്സു ചേർന്നിടണേ കണ്ണിമയ്ക്കാത്ത കാവലായി ദൈവമേ.
Thank you, Taramis. Our world is full of diamonds and gems, and we are having some of them today make this event successful. In the field of research, we are striving to attain new heights. I would like to request Dr. John T. Abraham, Head of the Department of Computer Science and Research Committee Coordinator, to deliver the welcome speech.
Very good morning, respected Chief Guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Sabu Thomas sir, respected President of this meeting, Principal Dr. Shaini Palati, Honorable Manager of Bharata College, Father Dr. Abraham Oliaproth, respected Director, Department of Student Service, Dr. Biju M.K., Coordinator, Dr. Radish, dignitaries, delegates, and distinguished guests of this international webinar on applied research, organized by the Research Committee, Bharata College, Thrikkakara, in association with Department of Student Service, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam. Today and tomorrow, we are conducting this international webinar with a huge welcome and acceptance by the research community from the entire world. 838 people registered for this webinar. Many of them will attend it using YouTube link. Today, our chief guest is Dr. Sabu Thomas sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam. The present academic progress of the university is the proof of the success story of our Vice Chancellor, a versatile genius who integrated research in every aspects of the research fields in international level. Sir, I am sure today when you are inaugurating this international webinar on applied research, really it will be a blessing for us. With immense pleasure, I take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sabu Thomas sir.
Thank you.
President of this meeting is Dr. Shaini Palati, our own principal of Bharata College, who is the backbone of various research activities. Teacher, with much happiness, we welcome you to this program. Honorable Manager of Bharata College, Father Dr. Abraham Oliapur, is here to bless us with the manager's message and benedictory address. Father, with much respect, I take this opportunity to welcome you. The success of an international webinar purely depends on a key person who will be with us always. Yes, today the keynote address will be delivered by Dr. Biju Nkesa, the Director, Department of Student Service, Mahatma Gandhi University, Kottayam. Sir, on behalf of this entire research community, we welcome you to this program. Resource persons from India and abroad, especially Dr. Vinu Sharimon, delegates of this international webinar, our research committee members, academic coordinator Dr. Litty Sebastian, faculty members, research scholars, and students. Hearty welcome to you all to this today's program. Wish you all a wonderful journey through the various aspects of applied research. I remain. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are very much honored to have the presence of Professor Dr. Sabu Thomas, Honorable Vice Chancellor, MT University, Kottayam, in spite of his very busy schedule. His contribution to polymer science and nanotechnology are immense. I would like to say that his elevated vision and versatile research expertise are leading our university to unforeseen heights. There are such number of awards and recognition to his credit. It's my pleasure to see he has been listed in the world top 2% scientists by Stanford University, USA. We are delighted to hear from you, sir. I request dear sir to deliver the inaugural address.
Very good morning to all of you. The president of today's meeting, Dr. Shaini Palati, manager of the college, my colleague, Dr. Biju, the director of DSS, Dr. John, Dr. Tara, Dr. Shibi, and all my teacher colleagues, all the participants, distinguished speakers for this international webinar on applied research. Let me first congratulate Dr. Shaini Palati and Dr. Biju, director of our DSS, in organizing such a very exciting meeting. International online conference on applied research. I'm glad that there were a large number of people attend this meeting. You all know that research is a catalyst for development. You look at any development process, research has played a very important role. Recently, I have looked at the ACA statistics, American Chemical Society statistics, Dr. Shaini, and we always look at the American Society papers. American Society came out with a very interesting observation. They found that 90% of the product, high-end product that you see in the market are spin-off from the universities, spin-off from academic institutions. You look at atomic force microscopy, spin-off from academic institutions. Look at transmission electron microscopy, spin-off from academic institutions. You name any modern instruments. Look at our imaging, ultrasound, they're all spin-off from universities and academic institutions. Therefore, universities, colleges, academic institutions should do high level of research. That's very, very important. And research we can classify into applied research and fundamental research. To me, we have to focus both. We have to spend money for fundamental research. And fundamental research has to feed for the applied. I remember when I went to Japan, I was attending an important conference in Japan a few years ago. Japan focused quite a lot on applied research called utilitarian research. That is why Japanese people could develop tremendously. Look at automotive sector, they are the leaders in the world. Before Korea, they were the leaders in electronic industry. So we also have to adopt the utilitarian research. For utilitarian research, what we need more effort for applied research. I remember we had a speaker from United States sometime back in the campus, a very brilliant polymer chemist from University of Akron. His name is Professor Kennedy. When Kennedy came to my laboratory, he addressed all the faculty members and students. And Kennedy has more than 1,000 patents and running a large number of companies. And Kennedy said, he gave me an advice, Dr. Thomas, if you find something in your laboratory interesting, don't publish immediately, you go for a patent. So he said, if you invent something in the laboratory which is interesting, that's called industrial value, don't publish immediately, you take a patent. Then you don't stop there, you publish in a high impact journal once you have the patent. Again, he said, Dr. Thomas, don't stop there, you incubate. You have to have an incubation cell. This he said something like 20 years ago in MGU campus. You incubate. Again, he said, don't stop there. You work with the company and develop into a marketable product. And this philosophy we all have to adopt. See, large number of PhD students work with us. Look at all the research, they are all in the library. And we need to have a lot of startup companies in universities and colleges. And Mahatma Gandhi, Dr. Biju knows, Mahatma Gandhi University has taken a leadership. Dr. Bharata, we started a company in the campus now. And we are going to scale up our research. We are going to sell our products in the international market. And we all have to do this. If you want to do that, you have to accelerate the applied research. There is every need to accelerate the applied research. And one more thing I want to tell you that for applied research, you have to adopt the policy of multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, transdisciplinary approach. You have to work closely with the different departments, chemistry, physics, biological sciences, computer sciences. You can all work together. And whenever there is a project call, you must apply for a bigger grant. Even after becoming the Vice Chancellor, applied for a large number of grants. Last week, I got a big grant from BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China. I got a big grant from, now I am writing a proposal for ICMR. ICMR called for a big program of 1.5 crores. So every time, academics should be very active. This country has a lot of money. Probably Dr. Shaini might know, by writing proposals, I got very close to 30 crores of funding. That is why I could supervise very close to 115 PhD students, and they are worldwide. And with some of my students, I have a very active joint project. I can give you an example. A student of mine, a lady student of mine, went to Sweden, became a full professor now. And because of that, I got 2 major India-Swedish programs. And I could send all my youngsters to Sweden. So we have to be extremely active. I request the academics should be extremely active. You will have to bring a lot of money. You will have to do high-end research, high-quality research. You will have to apply for patents. You will have to be active in incubation. You will have to be active in developing your research into a marketable product. And we also all have to publish in high-impact journals. Predatory journals don't publish here. Go for always high-impact journals. And I hope that this conference will give you a lot of interest to strengthen our applied research. I request all the participants to be very active, interact with the speakers, and this will strengthen our spirit of applied research. With all your permission, I declare that the international webinar on applied research has been inaugurated, and I wish you all the best and good luck. And I also request Dr. Biju interact with the several colleges, let us have such programs. And MGU will be there for your support. Thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. We have with us the most loving personality of our college, that is our principal, Shiny Ma'am. It's nothing but her dedicated efforts and inspiring moves that led us together. Next, I would like to request our dear principal, Dr. Shiny Palati, to deliver the presidential address.
Thank you, Shibi, for the nice words. Our guest of honor, Professor Sabu Thomas, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Mahatma Gandhi University, most respected manager of the college, Reverend Dr. Abraham Olipurath, our keynote speaker, Dr. Biju M.K., Dr. John T. Abraham, Dr. Radish, other members of research committee, faculty members, research scholars, and my dear students, invited guests. Very good morning, all. As we all know, our country has put an indelible impression worldwide through its persistent, distinctive, and quality academic pursuits, particularly in the area of research. The higher education sector in India is progressing and transforming gradually and steadily. And research has taken a prominent, inevitable position. So the need of the hour is to drastically re-energize and rejuvenate our research enterprise through innovation and excellence. And there is an urgent need for reassessment of our research policies, procedures, and practices in our country, followed by brainstorming deliberations on the challenges emerging out of the fast-changing international scenario. In this very context, there is a need to develop strategies and take necessary measures for enhancing research and promoting research quality in our institutions, as our Vice Chancellor mentioned. A goal-oriented and focused blueprint needs to be developed to achieve the highest possible standards in research in order to keep pace with the changing global trends. And applied research, as we know, it refers to the scientific study and research that seeks to solve practical problems. And this type of research definitely plays an important role in solving everyday problems that often have an impact on our life, work, health, and overall well-being. Hence, this international webinar on applied research is one huge step closer to reviving our research endeavors. I'm quite sure our students, especially the research scholars and faculty, will reap the benefits after the vibrant sessions by eminent resource persons these 2 days. My warmest wishes to the research committee of Bharata College, the coordinators, the webinar team, the resource persons, and the beneficiaries for a brilliant and excellent research pursuits. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your encouraging words. Today, this webinar is conducted in association with Department of Student Services, MG University. Next, I would like to request Dr. Biju M.K., Director, Department of Student Service, MG University, Kottayam, to deliver the keynote address.
Respected President of the function, Dr. Shini Palati, most respected Dr. Sabu Thomas sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, and one of the eminent scientists in the country, Dr. Shibi, Dr. John, and my colleagues in the college, and research scholars, and other participants. I'm very happy that, and glad that the college is organizing a function like this I should congratulate Dr. June and Shibi for arranging these kind of things, and Dr. Shimi Palati for organizing this kind of a seminar. Now, I'm not there to talk much about research methodology because there are a lot of people who are well versed in this particular topic to talk about this particular area. Now, I am a person who came from the engineering background and came to the management aspects, where we were talking about science and technology. Okay, where science is something which is pure, where technology is something which is more useful to the society we talk about. For example, when you talk about a fan, magnetic field, where when you pass electricity through magnetic field, there will be vibrations and movements. This is actually science. But when you come to technology, we have something called fan available. Like this, using this particular technology, this science, we are actually producing something which is useful for the society, useful for the people to solve problems. Okay, so this is how I want to look at the applied research in that particular context, where we have fundamental research and we have applied research which solves problems which is there before the society. Okay, so any research should be useful for the society. Let it be a person who is doing a research on logistics, it should reduce the cost of logistics and ultimately benefit the customers or people who are using it. Suppose a person is doing a research on a laboratory, doing something on the gravitational field or something. It should create something which is useful for the people or beneficial for the society. Okay, and this is how all the scientists which we have in our mankind have or the humankind have developed ideas. For example, Isaac Newton was there. He thought, when gravitational force was there, the theory was developed and made into various aspects of technology which we are seeing right now here. Okay. So this is how we have to use the research into practical aspect. As the learned Professor Sabu Thomas has said, there are a lot of concepts which is developed in the laboratory, which actually becomes useful when it is patented and has an industrial value, so that people can use it. Let us think about. Don't worry about profit making or non-profit kind of things. But I am talking about the things which are to be useful to the society. For example, I have seen a lot of examples on our own area, like in management. Like for example, when Olympics is conducted, they'll have a lot of research on people who are visiting for the Olympics for the last few years, and consolidating those data, they will come out with what are the things which the visitors require, the athletes require. So they understand that and they will provide those things. They understand why the visitors are coming to Olympics, why the athletes are coming exactly, and based on that they can give it to the forthcoming Olympics. Or many things are there. A lot of these kind of things are there, which are done in marketing, which are done in public areas, public facilities, and etc. So I'm not going into details of this. As there are a lot of speakers who are there going to present on specific issues like this, learned people talking about these things. So I once again congratulate all the people behind this. I just forgot Ratish sir's name just before when I was talking about. So I include his name also. I congratulate all the people behind this particular program. And also thank Sabu Thomas sir for coming and wishing the program. With your presence also, this program has made to a higher level. Okay, thank you very much. All the best to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Feeling gratitude and not expressing. It's like wrapping a present and not giving it. Next, we have vote of thanks. Let me invite Dr. Litty Sebastian, head of the Department of Chemistry, to deliver the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Dr. Shibi. Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Sabu Thomas, Keynote Speaker Dr. Biju MK, Manager Reverend Father Abraham Mulyapurat, Principal Dr. Shaini Palati, and other dignitaries. The research committee of Bharata College is indeed proud that we could organize an international webinar on applied research in association with the Department of Student Services of MG University. I thank our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Sabu Thomas, for inaugurating the function. We are very happy that a person of such his research caliber could inaugurate this. I also thank Dr. Biju MK, Director of Student Services, for collaborating in this venture and also for delivering the keynote address. Sincere thanks to our manager, Reverend Father Abraham Mulyapurat, for his effort in strengthening the research activities of our college. And also my thanks to our dear principal, Dr. Shaini Palati, for her support and interest in the seminar. All efforts have been put by the coordinators, Dr. Ratish Kayar of the Department of Computer Application and by Dr. John T. Abraham, Department of Computer Science, in organizing this conference. No words of thanks can adequately express my gratitude towards them. And finally, on behalf of the research College, I thank all faculty and students from Bharata College and other colleges for participating in this conference. Thank you.
Thank you, Little Miss. Now the inaugural function is over. Next session will start at 10:30 a.m. Let's have a break now. Enjoy and have a nice day.
Sabu Thomas sir, a big thank you from Bharat Mata College.
Thank you, madam. I'm leaving right now. Okay. I think Sabu sir has left.
Biju sir, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Rajesh sir, thank you. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Meeting.